Hello, how you doing?
Good.
Yeah, we are joined by the outstanding Off 82 on tracking. Welcome to Metroid Prime Randomizer. What are we on, week 3 now? I'm going by so fast here. Week 3 of our amazing Metroid Prime Randomizer Metroid tournament. This is a match between MetroidMaster and Cameron. The mentors for today are as follows. We've got Wyvern, starring Wyvern, who is mentoring MetroidMaster, and Charlotte Gandhi, mentoring Cameron. What do you know about these races, bro?
Cameron was in the 2023 tournament, and I don't remember the record, but I think they were either 3 or 2 and 4 in the 2023 Prime Randomizer tournament, and then I've mentored MetroidMaster in one of their previous races.
Very nice.
And I think this will be a pretty even match, so I think we'll have a good race. Yeah, I'm a little bit quiet.
Yeah. I've moved up my gain a bit on my mic. Let us know if you can hear us okay. We've let the races know we can drop the gate. We're going to get these things started.
Yeah, it looks like
Again.
They've just started in this time, so we'll get caught up here in a little bit.
For sure. So for those of you that are new, this is the same settings for all 5 weeks. There's nothing crazy. We're not going to get into door randos or hard settings or any of that kind of stuff. Nothing crazy unless the racers agree to it. Everyone starts with their charge beam. All other items are fully randomized. Obviously, there are certain things we can't do. You can't do reverse mines, as in you can't go reverse lower mines. You can't head into PCA. You can check the item, but you can't get the item. So that does make things really interesting here. Bruh, we've seen some crazy seeds so far. Sun Aqua Warrior. I wonder if that tells us anything.
I wish you could determine things. Based off the thing. It would be nice.
Yes.
But unfortunately not. That said, maybe the Artifact of Warrior will be in Frigate with the Aqua Warrior. Or maybe that means we'll get Gravity Suit or something, and then Samus becomes an Aqua Warrior.
Yeah, I was thinking Gravity. So, we got Cameron who hit the alcove jump very nicely, and we're gonna see... Oh. Spaceship. Bruh, is this even randomized? Interesting, though, in all seriousness, with the space jump. Hello, grapple beam. Well, those are a couple of interesting items early here to start. Cameron choosing to not head for Artifact Devil because we don't have missiles yet. What do you think space jump and grapple tell us?
Probably
Frigate crash site?
grapple ledge, I think. There might be, obviously we need more ball for that grapple beam, but it could lead to something on the grapple ledge since you need space jump and grapple for that.
Yep. Kind of find it interesting. I also wonder if we're supposed to get something over at Frigate crash site with that grapple beam and space jump.
Yeah, either of those items would let us get the Frigate crash site item. So it can always be something.
Yep. Well, we're about to check what grapple ledge is going to be. I didn't see what that was.
I think that was bombs. It may have been a Metroid, but I'm pretty sure that was bombs.
I thought it was a Metroid. I see our morph ball, though.
We'll get a look here. I actually just cannot tell what that is.
I can't either. It's like nothing.
It just looks like there's like an invisible item up there.
Right? So Cameron's going to go head for that item. We got our morph ball.
Okay,
now... It is bombs. Good call. So...
That gives us a lot to do early on. We probably need missile launcher then in either Room Gallery or Rune Nursery.
Yeah. Hive Totem, Vanilla Launcher. Let's see what Nursery has. And Cameron is going to go around and check. Oh, it's a suit.
Dude.
It looks like Varia suit.
That's gonna be very suit. Wow, we're really no. What? Okay, this is weird. So I guess we're expected to go to Magmor without missiles then.
Huh.
And then maybe there's something in like Triclops pit. I mean, we're gonna see our missile launcher there anyways. I think at this point it's like we know missile launcher's gonna be there. We can just get some missile expansions, which are hopefully right here from Champion.
Yeah, yeah.
And then we can
And it's an expansion for MetroidMaster. Ooh, and our first artifact.
and then I mean we can assume that's where the walk back early on. But I'd say like try not to do it. It's generally a good idea. So I bet we'll probably see maybe Rune.
Yeah. Now, logically... No, sorry, bro. Logically speaking, finding launcher, is that logical, or finding any launcher or expansion logical when going through these settings? Do you have to... Do you have to find launcher?
Yeah, launcher is logically expected to be able to shoot missiles.
Okay.
Yeah, we don't want to stray too far off of this this path, the logical path. So I bet we'll see some early Chozo checks out of logic, and then we'll just go.
Okay.
Ooh, almost died to scarabs.
Yeah, don't die to scarabs. Sincerely, everyone watching and commentating and tracking.
I have died to scarabs in a tournament match before.
I wonder if Vault is launcher.
Could be.
We had Morph Ball on Vault Ledge. We had Grapple Beam, which got us to bombs. Bombs then open up Vault. Cameron is going to go right to Magmor with this Varia suit, though.
Yeah, I don't blame it. I would. Yeah, it's not a bad idea. Sticking just by what's logical, even if this is probably just missile launcher and we're ending up in the same position, isn't a bad idea.
Yep.
It might not be missile launcher, it might be like wave beam or something, and then that changes things up, you know?
Exactly. Cameron's going to take a quick safety save here. Can't blame him whatsoever, considering all the majors and the artifact that we have so far. Metroid screen, that sun is bright!
Oh gosh, yes, the sun. Especially if you're ever like out of bounds, the sun makes it impossible to see things sometimes.
It's another expansion. So MetroidMaster trying to hit this slope jump off grapple edge and get up. Just had it. Cameron on their way over to the Triclops pit. Multi in chat once wanted Varia and plasma processing, and then was disappointed when they saw Varia in nursery.
Aw.
Nice X-ray though.
Now that makes me think.
You cut out there, bro.
That makes me think Root Cave is
Yeah, definitely possible. X-ray visor found. Plasma shouldn't be too far behind then. Not Troid.
Yeah, and I mean it could just expect the Root Cave item itself and not Arbor Chamber, so it may not even.
Fair.
Plasma.
Now that out of bounds to get to Arbor Chamber is not logic, correct?
No.
Not beginner logic.
That's never logical, actually. Just due to how random.
It's never logical. Got it?
Yeah, due to how Randomania works, no matter what settings you have, it never expects you to do that.
Got it. MetroidMaster continues to give a try here. They want those bombs. Cameron is flying through Magmore, done with the Triclopses. Gonna be heading towards Magmore monitoring station. And MetroidMaster gets their bombs. So exciting. So, bro, question. If launcher is logically required to use missiles, why don't the Randovania just make it required in these settings to just turn off missiles until you get launcher? Oh, hello, Spider-Ball. That opens up a lot here. Burr will be right back. It's Metroid over in Nursery. Another expansion from MetroidMaster. Cameron making a play here, heading to front fin. You gotta check what this item is. Oh, that's something good. That's
Ooh.
Plasma Beam!
Okay, so yeah,
oh,
that's.
my ears.
Am I super loud?
Oh, my ears. Ow. Sorry. That completely caught me off guard with how normal, quiet Bro usually sounds.
Okay, yeah, I turned up my mic, but does it sound all right now?
Yes, fantastic.
Okay.
But yeah, so we got Plasma Beam. Your root cave theory is well in play.
That too. Also, there are 4 plasma locked checks that could theoretically be something here too. I mean,
Yep.
we still haven't even found missile launcher, which is kind of crazy when you have seeds where you never get launcher. Also, where was that spider ball at? That
It
Metroid
was
Master
Upper
had?
Ruin Nursery.
Okay.
It was the check right above the boost ball ramp.
Okay. Ooh, that could really sting if there's something in Ice Ruins East. I mean, I don't see a world where Cameron doesn't show. Oh, we're really okay. So we're not doing any of these Fen checks, which honestly I would do here if we have plasma. It makes me think that. That said, I mean, it's not a bad idea to even just go for Arbor Chamber.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, they did pivot save though, which is important to note.
Yep.
And ooh, nice slope jump there.
Nicely done from Cameron. Cameron has been listening to mentors for sure. Been getting a lot better since I commentated their first game in this tournament. Again, we're on week 3. So Bro was asking, how come when it comes to racing, and I'm sure that's probably the obvious answer, how come we just don't shut off missiles until you find launcher? Is it just because it's a race?
It's just as far as randomizers go for Prime 1, we actually still haven't like made a development for the randomizer that actually makes a required main missile launcher.
Got it.
In order to shoot missiles. It exists for Echoes, but not for Prime 1. Also, we're getting artifact hints here.
Yep.
So I've seen Watery
Watery Hall, Storage Depot B, Mines loaded.
And Watery, oh wait, Main Quarry. Okay.
We are gonna go through all of Mines. Wow.
Yeah, that's a full mine strip right there.
Well, I'm sure that makes chat happy. That means you might see Omega Pirate. Oh,
Nice.
bruh. Come on. Did we not call Gravity Suit?
We
Just
did.
by the name of it, thinking it'd be cool. That's right, everybody. You all get to see Gravity Suit for a change. And interesting as well, I don't think Metroid... Did Metroid ever go back for the Avaria suit?
No, I don't think they have it. That makes this
nice
lower.
Slope jump from Metroid.
Oh yeah.
Well done.
Yeah, we have Gravity Suit, which makes that lower item like
Yep.
nice and easy to get.
Cameron with the pivot save back in Fen.
Yeah, so it looks like we just did a pivot save to go get hints, and then we came right back.
But it makes sense,
Which,
too.
yeah, it's not bad.
Oh, I like that. We still haven't seen the root cave item, we haven't seen Arbor Chamber, and we haven't seen frickin' Crash Site.
Yeah, and we haven't seen missile launcher either, which is
Got it.
quite interesting. Another power bomb for Cameron. I think that's our second one.
Second one.
This is gonna really suck for Cameron if there's an item here in this spider ball check.
Yeah. Because they're gonna have to come all the way back for it. Oh, it's a missile.
Okay, yeah, that was just a missile.
Just a missile. So Cameron avoiding having to come all the way back to Ice
Yeah.
Friends East. This is East, right?
Yeah, avoiding that punish that could have happened for that, which is always nice to see. So we'll probably see Ice Ruins West, Fen Canyon, and then Chapel the Elders, Chozo Weiss, and then if there's nothing there, which seems unlikely but is possible, and this might just be missile launcher too. We'll probably here in Fen.
Oh, in Fen.
It might be a save warp back pretty soon.
Yeah.
Or I don't know if we even saw the rest of Magmore, so we might just leave out the front of Fendrana and head to Root Cave that way.
I really think Launcher's over in Vault.
That could be it. Neither of the runners scanned the item, so we don't know whether that was an expansion or an actual launcher. And of course, with Prime 1, there's no like visual difference between the expansions and the main launcher, so we have no idea.
Zoid's almost finished off here on the left from MetroidMaster, and this is going to be Ice Spreader.
Always nice to see.
Absolutely. Always a fun item to have, especially
Yeah.
for Prime Exo.
Yeah, good for Exo.
Yep. And there's another expansion. Bombs are going to open up what?
Another missile.
Hooray! More missile expansions.
Won't be able to get this. Won't be able to get this item in Chapel unless it's Wave Beam, or if we want to lockpick with power bombs, we could, but that is pretty risky.
That is...
What was that? I'm gonna take a look at.
Tank.
Okay, I'm gonna take a look back at this other stream.
Go ahead. I couldn't tell. It was too small on my end.
Yeah, it was really hard to see.
Cameron's going to be heading back. Again, so we've gotten a lot of these checks out of the way. Ice Ruins West is next. And then it'll be interesting to see where Cameron goes from here. So the only thing major that we have found here in Fen has been Ice Spreader. And a Power Bomb expansion. Really? Nothing else super crazy? So we'll see where. Still got Fendrana Canyon to go to.
I really can't tell what that item was. I'm just looking back at that. It might have been a shiny missile. It kind of looked blue, but it didn't really look like an E-tank.
Shiny missiles. Always a crowd pleaser.
I'm really not sure. This is some peak early game route divergence, though.
This really is. Again, MetroidMaster coming across that spider ball and choosing to stay in Chozo, while Cameron elected to go and do kind of what you said earlier, bro, was Varia's suit was leading into Fen. You find Plasma leading into, Magmore, which then Plasma leads into Fen. And Cameron didn't see anything they liked, so they're on their way back out of Fendrana Canyon. Do you
it'll be
save and just go back at this point?
Yeah, we'll check Ice Ruins West if we haven't already, and then we'll turn around. Probably. Oh, nice main PBs. Nice. It's going to be interesting to see, because this early game route divergence could really benefit either player.
Agreed.
I'd say I'd actually like MetroidMaster's position more, but that could definitely change. I think that's our third power bomb.
Third power bomb expansion, and main power bombs found in Upper Furnace.
Yeah, we're gonna. I think we haven't even done all of Magmore for Cameron, so I think we'll just leave out the front of Fendrana, and then. Okay, no, we're gonna save warp
Yep.
Probably Root Cave Arbor Chamber, because since there's nothing plasma locked here in Fen, I would bet there's going to be something plasma locked in Root Cave Arbor Chamber.
Well, you
So
have the transport tunnel we haven't even looked at either.
yeah, so we'll probably get all of those here in a second.
Yep.
I bet we're save warping. We probably want to grab Grapple Beam to make that trip easier.
Yep. MetroidMaster doing a very hard furnace climb.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
This is what, an intermediate trick?
This is actually a beginner
Is
trick
it?
doing this
Is
with
it really the furnace climb? Huh.
yeah, the with Spider.
Well, right, because yeah, MetroidMaster has Spider.
Yeah, with Spider, the game can expect you to do this item with Space Jump, Spider, Morph, and Bombs. Since we have all of those, looks like it wants us to do that for our main power bombs.
And it's just an expansion, okay. We do appreciate you all tuning in. !R over in Twitch chat. That'll let you follow both of these amazing runners. !C if you want to follow the commentary and tracking teams. Cameron does seem to be moving towards a root cave.
Yeah, we'll get this, and then we'll see who this early game route divergence ends up benefiting. Because this route divergence will inevitably put one of these players into the lead.
Agreed.
And one of them will fall behind.
And main power bombs gotten from MetroidMaster, again, they don't have anything else to progress past this. So it's going to be a play back into the front of Chozo as Cameron opens up Root Cave.
Yep.
And he's going to make a play for these two upper items first. And then most likely we'll rope back in the transport tunnel item into Magmore. Because as you said, bro, we haven't seen every item yet.
Yeah, I don't think we...
Magmore. What is this? Expansion.
Okay, this is a important check. That is way... Okay,
that opens up everything.
Yeah. That is pretty big for Cameron now.
Huge for Cameron.
So I think this ends up benefiting Cameron. If MetroidMaster can do the Arbor Chamber wall crawl, this will not be bad. But honestly, I think a nice flamethrower, we're valid now.
Yep. Oh, and flamethrower, very nice.
Oh, it may be a while before Metroidmaster ends up finding that wave beam, because what we're doing here is we're going back for that Varia suit.
Yep.
And then we're gonna have to go to Magmore, I imagine. But since we're so close to the Lava Lake elevator, we're gonna do that. Probably find Plasma, and it might be a while before we end up heading back to Root Cave.
Probably.
That said, MetroidMaster has the advantage of Spider Ball, which could prove to be big later on, especially if we're going to want to be going through mines later on. Trying to go through mines without Spider Ball, especially MQA and going like through the shafts, is not easy. So that could definitely be helpful for MetroidMaster.
And Cameron's going to pick up this energy tank here below this access tunnel. Finally picks up their Varia suit.
Yeah, so I think we're heading towards Lava Lake. If I'm Cameron in this position, I may, like, just save warp back and do Tower of Light here. Well, just pivot save back, because with the wave beam we have, we actually don't have, like, any more logical checks in Fenderana, since we need Spider or Boost to climb up Ruined Courtyard, it really gives us nothing to do there. So I might even just take the pivot save in front fen and head back to Tower of Light, considering that's what it unlocks, what Wave Beam unlocks. We don't have labs access without Spider, and really Boost is what does most of it. But we can't even get to like Thardus side without Grav or Spider, which both of which are in Logic, but Cameron doesn't know that. So that could potentially be a cue that if there's nothing in Chozo, we may be going for Qmon later on, especially if we see Thermal. That could lead something on Thardus or Workstation.
Yep.
But we really have
Hello.
we really have nothing much else to do in
Nope.
in Fen here, logically speaking, from Cameron.
Stop calling him bruh. Jeez. I'm kidding. So MetroidMasters found their way into Magbor. Now, we know it's here. We know everything in Magbor, where it leads us. It's going to lead us to Plasma. It's going to then lead us back into Arbor Chamber for Wave Beam. So we are going to see, like you said, are having main power bombs being found, and that, more importantly, that Spider and Gravity being found, where that's going to lead MetroidMaster, where Cameron didn't have any of that, and we'll see where they go from there.
Yeah, Labs is basically out of Logic here without Boost Ball. That said,
Cameron.
yeah, we can definitely do it without Boost, and it can definitely work out because maybe the next progression is Boost, and then Ice is just in Labs, which we've seen that so many times. So that could totally happen, but this is out of Logic. Except for this check and Ruined Courtyard. Cameron would think this is out of Logic because they don't know about that Spider Ball, but it is logical, so this could be something. It's not, okay. So as far as we know from watching both screens, anything from this point onward is out of Logic.
Correct.
Which means Wave is most likely pointing towards something back in Chozo.
Tower of Light.
Tower of Light could be training chamber access. Maybe even like, well, Magma Pool doesn't need Wave, but it's in that area too.
Well, Spider Ball could be pointing us to Sun Chamber.
Could be. I think that standable in Ruined Courtyard is intermediate. It may be beginner, and I might be wrong about that, but I'm pretty sure that's not in Logic.
The bomb jumps?
The standables in Ruined Courtyard.
Good question. I'm not sure.
Let me take a look at this. I'm gonna check.
That's the room we were just in, right?
Yeah, the one with like those sort of the spinners that shoot out the water.
Yep. Cameron has unfortunately frozen. They have that back. So again, if you're just tuning in, what Cameron is doing right now is out of Logic because we don't have Boost Ball yet.
Yeah, I mean, theoretically, we could get here in Logic, but we don't even have supers to get this check. So...
And we've been finding supers early in a lot of the seeds. I feel like in a good amount of the seeds that I've been commentating in this tournament, I feel like supers have been early with them.
Oh, yeah.
Early game.
Yeah, for sure. Recently, I mean, there's definitely Randomizer has like, I guess you could call it like trends where it over.
Ooh,
what is that? That's
that?
a power bomb. That was a power bomb expansion.
Okay. So that's the last one. All power bomb is now found.
Yeah. Where, yeah, like over periods of time, Randomizer likes to do like some things more like back in our 2023 tournament, Tower of Progression. That's not so much the case anymore, but back then, I mean, Tower of Light was always there. And now, I mean, we're seeing a lot, like, there have been so many PMT artifacts and PCA artifacts. There have been a ton of early supers. There's been a lot of early plasmas recently, too.
Yeah.
Been noticing.
Big shout out to our friends over at Randomizer. I remember that in the last tournament. We were all joking about it when I just started doing comps and Metroid. It's like, oh, Tower of Progression, Tower of Nothing, Tower of E.
Yeah.
But yeah, Tower of Progression, that definitely was a trend for, I think, a few of them. There was at least one, something major that y'all had to find. Not a lot of energy tanks here so far, bro. Just two.
No, most of our stuff has been progression.
Yep. That's exactly where MetroidMaster wants to go. Eyeing that Findrana play.
Oh, you know what? Actually, I bet we have something in training chamber access. That might even be our missile launcher. I just realized because we still haven't found missile launcher.
Nope. I told you, I'm calling Vault on launcher.
As far as we know, we haven't found it.
Nope, not that I've seen.
And training chamber access could be our missile launcher.
Yep. Item is very happy that we're getting some observatory dashing.
Okay, yeah, it looks like the climb for Ruined Courtyard is intermediate.
Okay.
Intermediate R jumps and slope jumps. Yeah, that's true. Tower of Light for a while was just never logical, just due to logic oversights, basically, in Randomizer. There was never going to be anything in Tower of Light.
MetroidMaster finds their flamethrower.
Okay, yeah, so we never got that plasma beam, though we went right by it. If we don't do Arbor Chamber Wall Crawl here, that's really going to hurt, because we go next to plasma, don't get it, come here where wave is, but it's plasma locked, and if we don't get it now, I mean, that's really gonna sting.
Yep. Because wave opens up a lot of everything.
Yeah, because we'll have to go get that plasma.
There's ice!
Yeah, ice is in labs, so...
Not in logic, but what we have so far, we still gonna find boost.
Yeah, boost is somewhere.
It's on Talon 4.
It's somewhere, yeah. Somewhere not locked by ice. That's what we can tell. And thermal visor as well.
Research lab 8 are loaded.
So, Cameron's still probably gonna need a spider ball. And, yeah, I mean, we're gonna need phase-on suit, of course, but that spider ball they might not find that for a while.
No,
unless we go back if we go back to look for boost, since we know that that's not locked by ice, we might head towards Tower of Light and therefore Ruined Shrine and find that spider ball.
MetroidMaster most likely going for their artifact hints.
Yeah, we still haven't seen those from them.
Yep, alright viewers and Twitch chat, enjoy the second greatest music of Metroid Prime, Far From Drana. What's your favorite music in the game, bro? If you had to pick a soundtrack.
Oh, it's hard to pick, honestly. Farfen is really good. I kind of just like the standard Magmore theme, too. And I also like the Talon 4 main theme as well. Like the Talon Overworld one. It's not, like, the most interesting, but I'm a good old-fashioned classical music fan, so
Nothing wrong with that. Alright, before I get into
I do
mine, we
enjoy.
should really note if Cameron falls, they don't have Spider to get out. They have Grapple, they don't have Spider.
Yeah,
So I'm gonna be very
grapple
careful.
and the third E-tank.
Yeah.
We're gonna probably want some more still, but that does make us feel a little bit better.
Yep.
Oh yeah, and of course, frigate music is also really good.
For me, it's Magmore 1, Farfen 2, Frigate's good, Talon's good. Cameron doing jumps that are... I don't think he's a beginner, are they?
Those actually are beginner.
Oh, okay. So
Yeah.
beginner logic is meant to be able to get up here without Spider.
It is, yeah. Beginner logic expects you to be able to do that without Spider.
Cool. And Cameron goes down.
Yeah, some of the stuff that's considered beginner is slightly inconsistent. Like, I'd say that Ruined Courtyard Climb probably should be beginner, and that maybe not, but, you know. This kind of logic decisions are done by different people at different time.
I think Ruined Courtyard should be beginner logic because you should have to know how to get up there without taking time away to do the entire puzzle.
Yeah. It's kind of like the writing for Star Trek episodes where, I mean, they're written by different people at different times, so there are a lot of sort of inconsistencies and, I guess, plot holes, and it's sort of the same with Randovania's logic.
We just got Randomania compared to Star Trek.
But it's, for the most part, Randovania has a good logic system. Okay, if we see Arbor Chamber wall crawl from MetroidMaster, that's pretty big.
I mean, they have to try this here.
Yeah, okay, we're jumping over to here. This is going to be quite a shocking Arbor Chamber wall crawl. It's not every day that you do this and then see Wave Beam on the... You don't always see Wave Beam acquired as soon as you do this.
Randomania is Star Trek, writing that down. It says multi. Too bold to go with no randomizer has gone before. Alright, Delta. Well played. I love Star Trek.
Oh yeah, it's awesome.
Discovery kind of became like my favorite Star Trek. Like seasons 2, 3, and like 4 just were outstanding. So I can't wait for the final season.
I love Deep Space Nine.
Yes! Overall, that's my total favorite, just because you get several, you get all the small stories, but then the big overarching story is just, oh, it was awesome.
Okay, so this Arbor Chamber wall crawl is sketchy.
No! No!
Yeah, that's a reset unless we want to Aether jump to the top of this room.
That's a reset.
That's probably going to be a reset. I mean, it kind of looks like we're looking for an Aether box right now, but I don't know. This is going to be tough to recover from. Yeah. We didn't jump to the right. I think MetroidMaster jumped too far when they were trying to position themselves for the jump from Root Cave to Arbor Chamber, and they accidentally jumped out of bounds before they were intending to, so they got stuck on the collision of the next room, which did not yield good results. And they were way lower than they meant to be, did not end up getting in bounds.
I don't think they took the safety save, that's why they're doing this.
You could see them trying to get over to the door, because if you can get back onto the door, you can kind of recover, but that did not happen.
Nope. And Cameron falls down. Might as well get the item while you're down here.
Yeah.
This is the room with the item, right?
The room Cameron's in?
Yes.
Oh no, there's no item in this room.
Oh, so it's the other room. I know there's ice on the floor and has an item.
Okay, I mean,
Aaron just wants to grapple beam. Come on, stalactite.
It looks like MetroidMaster is trying to, I guess we're trying to transition maybe. I don't know how in depth I want to go on this out of bounds stuff. It's kind of interesting, but basically we're stuck at the bottom of the Aether box right now. Oh, that's not good. That is not good.
Oh, that's how you get to that top item. Cool.
Yeah, that's definitely a reset for MetroidMaster. What happened there was they were trying to essentially, they fell to the bottom of the room, but there's that sort of like tunnel room nearby. They were trying to have that room load around them, but they accidentally messed up, and so the room loaded not around them, and then they were just stuck.
Yep. Unfortunate. So we do have a question in chat. What's your favorite DS9 episode? Nicolette in chat says, because Cisco punched Q in the face. Yeah, that's a good one. For me, it's probably... My favorite's probably the battle of the Federation, then joined by the Klingons to go retake DS9.
Yeah, I'd say that.
And before that, it's got to be Call to Arms. The space station holding off the attack while they lay in the minefield was so much fun. But I love that battle on the way back. The end of the episode is sad, but the battle itself is probably one of my favorite in DS9.
Oh yeah, I like that whole season 5 finale.
Yep, all the finale
like
was
series.
awesome.
It was great.
Whoever thought of that with the mines, like writer-wise, well done.
Yeah. Okay, so Cameron was trying to do this slope jump, or not slope jump. We were trying to just grapple up to the upper item, I think, and we fell down into the lower water. So now we have to do the grav chamber escape, which we're only one slope jump away from doing now, so we should get this pretty soon. But
what was the item in lower grav chamber?
I'm pretty sure it wasn't anything important. Anyway, MetroidMaster taking that reset. Looks like their last save was at the beginning of Magmore. Now, they shouldn't lose their artifact hints because their mentor can always just look back at their VOD and see where that was. So we know where our artifacts are still. We're gonna get this E-Tank. It's interesting to see, will we go get that plasma beam this time, and will we go into Fendrana? Or are we gonna go back and do the correct, by the seed, the correct routing here is to go and do Arbor Chamber Wall Crawl again. And it will pay off if we do it. But we might be demotivated after that, but it does look like we're kind of headed back that way. Which, you know, that's what we want to see. Oh no, we fell down again.
Oh boy.
Yeah, looks like we're gonna do this again. Which is correct. It's what we want to see. We'll get that wave beam. Probably go to Fen. If we go into labs from there, I mean, boost is gonna be in Chozo wave checks. It's gonna be there, unless it's on like Flagra. But I think it's gonna be somewhere in Chozo. So if we go back, yeah, if we go back to Chozo after getting this wave,
it could be Chozo Ghost too. Again,
yeah,
we have access to Spider before wave checks and Power Light. It might be telling us to go to Sun Chamber and clear out both. We know there's no artifacts there, but still.
Yeah, if we end up going back to Chozo, we're probably gonna get wave, or not wave. We're probably gonna get boost, which is a benefit It does delay plasma, which isn't... I mean, that's not the worst thing. The worst thing that could happen is we go to Qmon. And that is actually kind of tempting, which is not good. Is it good as Super Metroid? I do not know. I've never played Super Metroid Rando. I know WX fan has like commentated that kind of stuff, but
I've commentated a bunch. I've actually dabbled in the beginner of Rando because I suck at wall jumping. Why I try never doing it. So I've done like the noob version. The randos are actually really cool, but like I'd probably it's very different, right? Like Prime is such a bigger world in a lot of ways than Super Metroid is because you have the 3D element, right? Like for example, let's just go to Ruined Shrine. To be able to get up to that upper door, you got to stand on a little branch thing, then jump to another thing in the middle of the room, and then somehow very carefully double jump across, right? Like Super Metroid, you're not being asked to do that in 3D. But some of the choices, depending on the settings you have, can vary. So, I would highly recommend both Randos. Very fun. And MetroidMaster did in fact choose to head back to go to get their artifact hints.
yeah, I guess we're gonna re-get our hints here. It'll be interesting to see what Cameron does now. Because we could go into mines, but we only have a few like easily accessible checks to us right now without Spider Ball. So if we know how to get through MQA spiderless, I think we definitely take a trip through lower mines.
Mm-hmm.
But if we want to get to upper mines, which we know we're not going to find spider in lower mines, right? It's in Ruined Shrine. We know that. Cameron doesn't. But if we want to get to upper mines, which will be without spider, that's going to be tough. You have to do spiderless shafts, which is like an expert trick. So I think, I mean, if we want, we didn't save warp, so I think maybe we just wanted to see what was here.
Awesome.
But I mean, I think we're either save warping or going to mines right now.
Looks like a save warp.
Yeah, okay. So this is going to be a save warp back.
And I love this because, again, you got the info. You now have all the info, everything at Magma with the exception of plasma processing.
Yeah, we're going to find Boost and Spider here back in Chozo. So that'll end well. Again, we've cleared out all of Fen, and we know Boost is an ice lock, so we know we're going to find it here. And we know Spider's probably in Chozo as well as Cameron because it really can't be anywhere in mines.
Yep. And alright, MetroidMaster is heading back into Magmore. They're gonna come across their plasma beam. But we'll see if they head back up into Root Cave or if they're gonna do like Cameron did. Ooh, I have plasma right here. There's the front Fendrana elevator. Let's just go to Fen. It'll be a really interesting routing decision. One that could prove to be pivotal about staying in this race.
I feel like MetroidMaster, after we fail Arbor Chamber wall crawl, I mean, we might not even want to go back. Like, just on for personal reasons. You might not want to go back. And also, it just makes more sense to do like, early Fendrana.
Yep.
So, I mean, I bet that's what's going to happen here. Unfortunately, it's not where Wave is. It's in Arbor Chamber, but...
Arbor Chamber.
But I think we're going to go back to Fen before Arbor Chamber. Which, after we do Fen and there's practically nothing there, we'll realize.
This is a really interesting seed just based on possible routing options that you have open to you.
Yeah, I think we're going to find Spider here. Cameron is about to find Spider.
Yep.
We're probably finding Boost soon as well. I mean, I think we just want to go.
Spider.
I bet we'll get that on the way out.
Yep. Now there's
If,
plasma. And
yeah, yeah,
yep, it's Ben.
yeah. Logical beam order, plasma wave ice.
Yep.
Yeah, if we don't grab that spider on the way back, that would be tragic.
We give MetroidMaster a chance to get back in this race. Do we know their records, by the way?
Let me look.
Okay.
They're either 1-1 or 2-0. Let me get up the Chalong page though.
Cameron finds an energy tank, so we'll see what's over here in Tower Chamber. I think this room is called.
Yeah, Tower Chamber.
And Tower of E! Another energy tank.
Okay, it looks like these runners are both 1-1 right now.
There you go. And Cameron is in fact going to go ahead and check these items.
Yep, of course.
Everyone's going to enjoy Beetle here. How did that beetle get in the tunnel?
Oh, they can like barely wedge themselves in there. So that can happen sometime.
There you go, Cameron.
Yeah, that's our spider ball. That's gonna feel good. Okay, we're about to go to training chamber, I'm sure. I wonder if we're gonna see missile launcher and training chamber access. Because we still have not seen that.
Nope. Like I said, I'm calling Vault. Vault training chamber. It's somewhere front Chozo.
Yeah, it's gotta be somewhere around here.
I think not using missiles is really that'd be really fun to have for races until you find launcher. I think would just give a different dynamic.
Yeah, we did have a seed, or like one of the settings in the 2023 tournament where we sort of had that, where instead of doing required main launcher, it just removed all expansions.
Yep, and you had one
gave.
launcher. I've seen that. I've seen Bash Prime do that in some of his streams.
Okay,
Yep.
let's see what's here in Magma Pool.
It's another energy tank.
Okay, so whether is this gonna be missile launcher here, or is this gonna be just like vault, like you said?
Yep. And there is your ice spreader for MetroidMaster.
Oh, it's boost ball.
Well,
oh, are we not?
Wrong.
Are we not
Cameron.
looking at the? We need to see what item is there. We're not looking at the item. Come on, we got to take a look at that item, man.
We want to see the item. This is about us and our needs.
If that is phase on suit, that's gonna hurt.
Oh, if that was phase on, that'd be hilarious.
Yeah. If that's phase on suit, that's terrible.
Yep.
Yeah, now if we're Cameron, it's artifacts. It's just artifacts. I mean, I don't even think we stopped to do check. We're probably heading
to mines.
Yeah, I guess this is gonna be Watery Hall area. We might get I don't know. If we know bar skip, we'll do it. If we don't, we'll probably just save warp here and then go through.
And FYI, bar skip is not a beginner trick.
Yeah, it's advanced. It's an advanced bomb jump.
Yeah, even pros have trouble with bar skip.
Yeah, it's still tough.
Yep, pros and experienced runners.
Oh yeah, and we have a Watery Hall artifact, which I totally forgot even exists.
Right, because Cameron never came down here.
Yeah, that's why we're coming here. We just need that artifact.
Cameron is artifact hunting, just skipped all of Dynamo.
Which is gonna... I guess we miss Gravity Suit, which only hurts us if it's in Frigate. Which is unlikely.
Yep. Cameron, what do you do when you blow it up and then go?
Take a look at the item. Yeah, I mean, no Dynamo isn't a... I am fine with that. Okay, yeah, so this is just going to be a save warp. We're going to mines through PPC. So we'll definitely do probably reverse upper mines and then just head into lower mines from there, because I think we have Storage Depot B, Elite Research, Main Quarry, Fungal Hall B, if I remember correct. So it's going to be like... reverse upper mines, head down to Fungal Hall B, save warp out of MQB. If we don't find Phazon by then, which is honestly unlikely because 50% of seeds have Phazon suit in mines. So, like, if we don't find it then, we're going to get that hint, and it's going to be somewhere in a stray check in one of the regions we haven't checked. So it could be Talon. Could be like a few checks and mines left at that point. Could be, if it's Magmore, it just means plasma processing. A few checks in Fem like Thardus.
Yep.
Mostly Chozo is the big chunk. If it's not in mines, it's probably in Chozo. Double hot dog, supers in training chamber, and Phazon in biohazard containment. That would hurt. That would be the biggest hot dog I've ever seen.
Yep.
And that's really saying something, because the original... Okay, I guess many people probably know this, but just for some people who don't know why we say hot dog, in the first... Yeah, in the first CGC match ever, I think it was Aaron Explosives and DF were on a team. We had a required light suit, and it was in Crossway and Prime. And DF checked 99 out of 100 checks, and then proceeded to sit in front of Artifact Temple for about 30 minutes. And the one check we didn't check was Crossway, and that was light suit.
Wow.
So that's where that came from. And of course, their name was Team Hot Dog.
Oh, that's where it comes from. Okay. Well, there you go.
So that's why we use the very professional term of hot dogging.
Hot dog actually has to do with going to Costco and getting me a hot dog.
Yeah, it does.
I'm kidding, I'm kidding. Costco hot dogs, though, still $1.50. Not going. What is it with randomizer and food? I don't know. Items like, I'm not kidding, get me a Costco hot dog. Costco is closed. You can go there at 10 a.m. tomorrow morning. Your local Costco and get a Costco hot dog.
Oh, no.
Tell them SpeedGaming sent you.
I think the nearest Costco is like an hour drive from me.
Like we get BK mode and hot dogging. What the heck is BK mode? Burger King mode?
Yep, Burger King mode.
Is that like DK mode, but instead of giant heads, everyone's head's a giant hamburger or cheeseburger?
Oh, okay, so in this is another story. So the first multi-world ever was in Ocarina of Time multi-world. And one of the people was stuck, and they didn't have any checks left. So they were like, okay, I'm gonna go to Burger King, I'll be right back. And they came back and they were still stuck.
Oh,
That's why we
jeez.
call it BK mode.
Got it.
Oh, I remember that race. I don't remember much about it, but I remember that was quite a chaotic race. That one door rando seed that bashed from. Oh, there's Phazon. Okay, so that just means, yeah, we're gonna get these artifacts and then be done. That pretty much seals the deal. Like,
Hello, Phazon. What were you saying there about Phazon being a lot of mines checks?
yep. Statistically, 50% of seeds have Phazon in mines.
Well, that puts Cameron in go mode.
Yeah, we just have to get. It's just a trip through upper mines, get our artifacts, head down to Fungal Hall B, and then we're done.
Yep, 4 artifacts here in mines.
It's a mines loaded seed, and really didn't have much other than our artifacts plus Phazon suit. So kind of 5 artifacts in a way.
3 artifacts in upper mines, 1 in lower mines. Well, would have made this seed a lot more interesting if Phazon was somewhere else, if it was in training chamber or anything like that. So it'll be a seed though. We don't have supers unless Cameron comes across them here in in mines. No one has found super missiles yet, which is really weird.
Weird considering we've seen him so many seeds
like
early recently.
Right, but it's like, it's usually not something that's left alone.
Yeah, I mean, if you don't, like, have an artifact, there's usually some sort of progression locked by him.
Yeah.
No supers this time.
This will be artifact 4 for Cameron.
Yeah, we'll get this artifact. We can head back to ore processing and come into mine through the back.
We still have to get to elite research too.
Yeah. We go into upper mine through the back, and we'll be at elite research, and then we can just leave out the back as well. So we avoid going through the full upper mines loop.
Yep.
Yeah.
The room where Storage Depot A is, it's just, it takes so long. First you have to go to the Shadow Troopers, and then the Wave Troopers, and
yeah,
it's a long room.
It takes a long time to go through. The other artifacts right now are Elite Research and Fungal Hall B.
Yep.
Hey yo, crane strats, let's go. I love me some crane strats. This is a weird room that Cameron's in. For whatever reason, the game just decides that you just always have a gravity suit for this room without actually checking whether you have grav or not. Would make routing mines a lot more painful if you actually kind of needed gravity suit to do this room. But you don't, which is nice. Kind of nice when devs take shortcuts like that. Also, we'll get to see what's in training chamber.
Training chamber item is a missile.
Yeah, it's a missile. I think missile launcher must have been vault. I think it just has to be. Like, I don't think there's any other place it could have been at this point. Yeah, it's just got to be there.
Yep, to me, that's exactly how the seed was leading us to begin with. It's weird because you have to go from front Chozo to landing site, back to front Chozo to get bombs, to head back up there to get into vault. Just where grapple was a real pain.
I think our artifact was the upper item here, which is nice because it means we don't have to go and fight Philip and all that. saves us a little bit of time. I don't think we put that quite far enough. And did we put that too far this time? Hopefully not. Okay, that's good.
There you go. Yep, don't need to
Yep.
fight the elite pirate for the phase on elite. So that's 5. Last one again. Fungal Hall B.
Yep. Fungal Hall B. And save warp out of MQB. And then we're basically going to have, well, not quite Rockstar final bosses. We don't really have
No supers.
supers. But pretty good final bosses having, you know, boost and all that. Ice Spreader's nice. I mean, this is a situation where I would do Exo Skip since I'm have practice with it. Just because, you know, without supers, Exo can be pretty slow, but with Ice Spreader, it's pretty fast.
Yeah.
Still.
Oh, hello, Flagra. We're going to see a Flagra fight.
Yeah, supers are faster than Ice Spreader is for Exo, for sure.
Yep.
Just because there's more power beam phases. Yeah, I mean, the most that could be here, I think it's just supers. Maybe wave busters here, but
The only 2 majors left we need to find.
yeah, there's the only unknowns.
Cameron's now going to climb up this room. Going to head towards MQA. It's the only way we can get to lower mines.
Yeah, this is a tough climb. It's got some quite precise standables.
Yep. I also love the cutscene skip that Randomizer introduced. It's awesome.
Yeah, along with randomizing the game, you're able to make all the cutscenes skippable.
Yep.
You get used to it, and then when you play the vanilla game again, it kind of sucks.
And expansion.
Missile. Yeah, Cameron pulled off our ore processing climb, and now it's just a run to lower mines, and then we're done.
MetroidMaster is going to go back to fight Chozo Ghosts, which I think is interesting. Cameron looking good so far. MetroidMaster trying to take care of these Chozo Ghosts. Into, what is this room called here? Where the puffers are. I've been kind of calling it the puffer room. Ventilation shaft. Oh, vent shaft, right. Thank you, item. And thank you, pizza. So only a missile expansion and vent shaft. So Sun Chamber had nothing. It was a missile expansion and an energy tank. And Cameron now in Central Dynamo on their way to MQA to lower mines. MetroidMaster will be interested to see where they go from here. Again, we have not found supers. I don't even know where they are at this point. MetroidMaster going to get a Phazon suit, which is in mines. They are gonna have to route all the way back to Arbor to go get their wave beam.
Yeah, I think that's kind of where we have to go at this point. Unless we didn't do front fen. I'm pretty sure we did. But maybe we didn't. So, I mean, yeah, I just think we have to do Arbor Chamber. I think they have last location wave.
Oh yeah, MetroidMaster does have wave beam. That's
Oh no, we have it. Okay, well, I was just operating under the assumption we didn't have it yet. But yeah, we have it now.
Hooray! And Cameron gets through MQA.
I don't know why I thought. I don't know why I thought they didn't have that. They literally have boost ball.
They have their boost.
That for like 15 minutes.
Have we mentioned thank you to Op82 for tracking both racers? Thank you to Op82. Oh, Cameron's out of power bombs. That's not good. He needs one power bomb. Luckily, Cameron is not that far away from Central Dynamo. If you can't find one by then, you just head back to Central Dynamo and you just go and...
Oh no, are we out of power bombs?
Yes, we are.
Oof.
Cameron is out of power bombs, unfortunately.
Yeah, so the best place we can farm here is gonna be I don't think that's gonna reload.
Nope.
The best place to farm is gonna be if we go up the elevator.
Central Dynamo.
Well, there's a room that has like those little I don't know what they're called. The guys that kind of like jump out of the ground, they spit blue goo at you. Those guys have a fairly good chance of dropping power bombs.
Oh, that's good.
But of course there is a guaranteed drop in Central Dynamo. And there are crates in MQA that have a pretty good chance of dropping PBs as well.
MetroidMaster looking good right now. On movement.
Yep.
Looking good through front fen.
And we are heading in the right direction.
They are. Again, this seed was very rich. Cameron was rewarded from doing the checks. But, you know, MetroidMaster had Spider Ball, but did so many checks in Chozo, and taking that unfortunate death there, too, from the out of bounds did not help.
Yeah, that hurt them pretty bad.
Yeah. Question in chat, where are main power bombs? Upper frames.
Okay, so I don't know if we have a power bomb now. I think Cameron got one because we're not even checking what these guys are dropping. So I assume we must have one. Probably got one from some of the Metroid. And that guy. Yeah, and that guy just dropped one as well.
Hooray! Isn't that exciting?
Oh no, we hit the wall. Yeah, you can like grapple from the lower part of this room, just kind of cheat with the glider.
Nice use of grapple from camera. Yep, 2 power bombs. They had one from before. So no reason to check PMT.
Oh,
Oh
that's
my goodness!
supers.
Supers and PMT.
Yeah, we'll want to grab that.
Camera's
That's
going
gonna
back
save
for
time.
him.
That's gonna save time.
What are supers doing all the way down in PMT? What
uh,
the bleep?
oh, this is the perfect seed. I'm so happy.
Alright. Well, there you go.
Yep, there's our super missiles.
Now we have a grass last artifact. And it's a save warp to start. Good race by both runners.
Yeah, very well done.
Good question in chat. From Minneapolis. They say, does Phasod suit have gravity/Varia with it, or do you have to get each suit for its respective upgrade? You have to get each suit for its respective upgrade.
Yep. It's not quite like Super Metroid where gravity gives you both. Well,
Yeah.
it actually kind of is. In the vanilla game, if you get gravity or Phazon suit and you don't have Varia suit, it will actually give you the Varia
That's interesting.
effect. But that is removed in Randomizer because it kind of defeats the point of Varia if it just gives you like Phazon suit right away. But that is seen to use in full effect in the 20% TAS of Metroid Prime, where we don't get Varia suit, but we still have to get our artifact in Lava Lake. So we have to wait until we get Phazon suit, which gives us heat protection.
There you go. And now this is just a final boss battle here. We'll see if MetroidMaster can skip the pirates here. And they do. Very nice. That trigger box, I think, is pretty large.
Yeah, it's kind of funny too. Like, they give you just the amount of room you need to avoid that trigger. It's like they wanted to make sure that it was possible to dodge it.
Yep. And now
for whatever reason.
Yep, MetroidMaster is going to get their missile expansion. And they're going to come across Ice Beam and Thermal Visor. Alright, it's time. Let's get a prediction going in chat, but we don't have an actual Gamba prediction. Over under 4.5 swoops from Ridley. 4.5 dashes from Ridley. Over or under? Bro, what do you think? Over under 4.5 dashes.
I'd say under.
I'm
I
gonna go
I
under
think
as well.
I think we can get under 4. I wish we could do actual gambas. That'd be cool.
Right?
Stuff like that is fun.
Yeah. 2 overs, 1 under.
Exactly 4 dashes. We'll see here in a sec. All that depends on a good amount of luck, and also whether we do this manip here, which it did not look like Cameron did. But we hit Ridley with boost ball, and now we got a. Okay, well there's 1 right away.
Yep.
There's 2.
Dude, did not get a chance to trap him in the corner, so there is probably a decent amount of dashes here. Here's 3.
Alright, come on. Alright, let's go. We still got a shot. We still got a shot at under 4. Okay, that's 4. We can't have any more dashes now.
Nope, I set the line at 4.5. Ridley, be nice. And that's
Aw,
5.
dang.
The overs have it. You all can get yourself a brand new chocolate chip cookie from Costco's Bakery. Costco is not a sponsor of the stream. If you'd like to become a sponsor, Costco, please reach out to the SpeedGaming folks. And SpeedGaming and the Metroid Prime Randomizer community will not be reimbursing for those Costco cookies.
Almost got the snipe there. Yeah, hitting Ridley it's possible to hit him right before he dashes when he does that sort of like lunge back. It's kind of hard because you can't just like lock on and shoot him, otherwise you'll hit Ridley's hand. So you have to manually aim to just the right spot in order to be able to shoot his mouth while he's opening up.
Cameron not having a good Ridley fight at all.
Yeah, this is some tough luck.
Yeah, 1 more round will do it.
Yeah, there we go.
There we go. Nicely done, Cameron. But yes, in all seriousness, cookies and hot dogs from Costco aside, Cameron had a little bit of unlucky, was a little unlucky there from Ridley. Not the greatest in the world there. A lot of dashes slowing down Cameron from advancing impact crater. And now, bro, you ever hear in Metroid the worst room in the game?
Not in Super.
There's actually a room called the worst room in the game.
Oh, wow, really?
I kind of want to name this room the worst room in the game.
Yeah, that would be nice. If we could just rename rooms. I mean, yeah, I guess because in Prime each room does have its own name, like in the, I guess, the lore of the game. Because it just, like, if you open up the map, you know, say Missile Station C or whatever.
Yep. Well, this is, in my opinion, the worst room in the game for Metroid
Oh, yeah.
Prime.
100%.
This room sucks getting up casually. I'm not a fan. But
it sucks getting up casually, and it sucks getting up when you're speedrunning, so.
Yep. Cameron had a nice way through that room, though, and now on Prime Exo.
Yeah, we, being able to take that missile station is nice. We have 65 missiles, which is probably just enough to have as much as we want. So we'll just use supers and ice spreader on Ridley. Or, this is not Ridley, this is an Exo. Use super and ice spreader, and it'll go by pretty quickly.
Yeah, MetroidMaster is looking for a time of about 1 hour 45 minutes. Cameron should be finished here in about 1 hour 27 minutes.
Yeah, MetroidMaster is not too far off. We're gonna find that face-on suit pretty quickly, and then it's just artifact cleanup.
And again, I can't blame either one of their rodents either. Both were very valid. This is Subchamber 2 for Cameron.
Yep. Number 2, and we're almost out of it. I think we just have this last power phase, and then we're done. There's face-on suit for MetroidMaster.
Skill move for MetroidMaster. Cameron should be done with this seed before MetroidMaster reaches lower heights.
Yeah, probably. We just have... I mean, if we do everything from here on out, like, perfectly, we can probably finish EXO in, like, 3 minutes, and then Essence in, like, 2 minutes. So 5 minutes if everything goes exactly as planned, but, you know, some things won't. So probably more like 6-ish minutes. So right around 1:30 we'll be finishing. And a lot of these final bosses is just luck. Like, EXO you can sort of manip into doing what you want, but Essence and Ridley really just comes down to luck.
Yeah. Ridley with the dashes that we saw, and Essence with its fight patterns. Essence with their fight patterns, and not only the fight patterns, but
Pool skips.
With pool skips, thank you.
Yeah, Essence can move around, and you really can't control where it goes.
Nice hit from Cameron. We're very close here to Subchamber 4. The pirates are just standing guard, just letting Samus take this artifact from them. Oh, unfortunate miss super there. Gets that one though. And here we go. It's Subchamber 4, the final Subchamber. This is where Prime Exo can rotate through its modes quickly.
I feel like Subchamber 4 could also be a contender for the worst room in the game.
There.
It's on my top worst rooms.
MQA's probably up there too.
Yeah, MQA, Frozen Pike.
Oy. Frozen Pike isn't good for Andrana's Edge is a pain. MetroidMaster doing this the long way.
Yeah, I mean, it's not really going to be that much slower, and actually this could even be faster if the artifact was on Philip, but it's not.
Right.
And of course we have no way of knowing that until we've actually gone there.
No, of course.
But it is not in the lower item. It's in the upper, which means it's probably a little bit faster to go and not go through upper mines, just forward.
Yep. Well, there we go.
Yeah, that EXO went around about how we want it to go, so Essence, if we do everything properly with 2 visors, can take us like a couple of minutes, but usually Essence doesn't cooperate perfectly. Sometimes it can, and it's really nice, but it won't always happen.
Cameron get pool skipped? Oh.
No. No, this looks good so far. Essence is probably a little far away, so we might miss a little bit of damage here, but this seems alright so far.
Now on to the thermal phase.
Yep.
For those of you that are new, this is the thermal. Prime Essence has 3 phases. It's got X-ray, then thermal, then regular.
Yeah, so we could go for pool cancels here and try and get a 3 pool, but I would just go for 4 pool here. We have quite a lot of damage still to deal, so just take that extra X-ray phase. It's not the end of the world.
Yep.
Yeah, we're close.
And
yeah.
time.
That is GG.
GG's, and Cameron finishes in first place with an official time of 1 hour, 29 minutes, and 15 seconds. Well done.
Yep, and that will be Cameron racing to 2 and 1, and MetroidMaster going 1 and 2.
Yep, GG's to both runners.
Yep, and looks like Cameron is just about to join us here for a post-race interview.
Come on, missile launcher.
Observatory?
What? I know, right?
That is abysmal. Observatory?
Why observatory? Don't we need missiles to eventually get there?
Not quite.
That we can get there without missiles in the first place.
It's possible.
Wow.
I've seen a missile launcher in PPC once.
Also, hi.
Hi,
Oh,
Cameron.
Cameron.
Good race. GG.
GG's.
Yeah, that was pretty much perfect routing from Cameron, which really was the decider for this.
Yep.
Thanks. Yeah. Honestly, I was feeling bad about not going back to Root Cave earlier. When I first got the artifact hints, my mentor was like, reset, and my mentor was like, at first said yeah, but then was like, oh no, wait, actually go check Root Cave. And by the time I had already pressed the reset button, so
Yeah.
when we went back there and found Wave Beam, it was like, if only, you know.
Yeah, it ended up being alright, though.
It's true. This went pretty much perfectly for us in terms of like finding all the things we needed on the way, and that phase-on suit grab was just icing on the cake.
Oh yeah, that was a perfect phase-on suit. That's such a classic spot for phase-on to be as well. Like, phase-on has 3 spots in mind or just loves to be, and that's one of them. It just loves to be there. It loves to be in Vent Shaft and in Storage Depot B as well. So that doesn't surprise me at all to see it there, but it's super nice to have that phase-on suit.
It was definitely a welcome sight, yeah. And shout out to my mentor, Schwartz Gandhi, for being super helpful in this race.
The Schwartz.
The Schwartz.
MetroidMaster looks like they are going to continue this seed.
All right. It looks like they're close to finishing up anyway.
Yeah,
About another 15 minutes or so.
yeah, it's just heading into lower mines and then final bosses.
Hopefully they don't run out of PBs.
Oh yeah, they got their main power bombs.
Okay.
So they should be all right. The biggest route divergence you guys had was actually right at the very beginning of the seed. After finding bombs, you just went and got Varia right away, and then took that straight into Magmore, whereas MetroidMaster went and kind of full cleared Chozo up to Furnace, and then went back for that. So you had done Plasma Beam and like all of Front Fen by the time MetroidMaster was entering Magmore, which ended up giving you Wave Beam pretty far ahead. Then, you know, MetroidMaster had a failed Arbor Chamber wall crawl, which they had to reset out of.
Oh no, that sucks.
Yeah, and so they ended up getting Wave Beam quite a bit later than you did, and that's really what ended up sealing it.
Yep.
That Arbor Chamber is pretty unforgiving if you can get it wrong, you know? Getting stuck there and having to reset is like pretty brutal.
Yeah, they just barely missed the one of their jumps and fell all the way down out of bounds. Which is just unfortunate.
Yeah, hate to see it. Yeah, this route was very kind. It felt like the seed gave us like everything it needed to give on the way to the thing you needed it for. Like getting Ice Beam on the way through labs and getting Plasma Beam on the way to Fendrana. It's like, oh, I was just thinking about that.
Oh yeah.
And of course, Phase on the way to Artifact.
Yeah, that was just such a nice phase on.
It was nice to have it there.
I'm still shocked by Missile Launcher and Observatory.
Yeah, we were thinking all the places, like, where could this missile launcher even be at this point?
I was thinking.
And turns out Observatory was one of the places it could have been.
Fendrana was not even on my radar. I was like, it must be in Vault or something.
Yeah, that's what we were thinking. Like, it's gotta be in the vault.
It just amazes me that you can get all the like you need logically you need boost ball for Observatory too, right? So
Yeah, so you had to get your Bombs Morph Ball Varia suit. You had to get Grapple Beam, Plasma, go back for Wave. And speaking of, you had to get Wave by going all the way through Magamore to go up Root Cave from the back because of that missile door.
That's insane.
Get your Wave Beam like that. Go all the way back to Chozo. Get Training Chamber access as your boost ball. Use that to get into labs, and then get your missile launcher in Observatory.
If we had chosen to, not that we had considered doing this, but if we had chosen to make missile launcher required to use missiles, this could have been a very different race.
This race would probably still be going on.
Yeah, for sure.
And MetroidMaster going to get their super missiles.
Gotta respect the play.
Yeah, those
Missiles is its favorite snack.
those super missiles are quite something.
Really funny, yeah.
We're like, you know, super missiles would be nice for EXO. I wonder where they are. And WX fan said, you know, I bet they might be in lower mines.
Did I say that?
I thought you said that.
I don't know.
Oh, maybe I've bad memory. I thought you said that. But
Right, when the seed's over, I'm going to bed.
Of course, PMT ended up being where it's at, which I think we've seen that.
Somewhere peekable and on the way, instead of just being like forever unfound.
Yeah, that's nice. That just happened to be right there, because it could have been in like.
Go ahead, bro.
Okay, yeah, it could have been in like Life Grove or somewhere where we're never gonna find it.
Right, there were a lot of sections of the seed that like I did not need to touch at all. So the fact that it was along the route was helpful.
Yeah, it was just it was right there. Normally, when you think of something in PMT, it's kind of terrible, but that actually ended up being pretty helpful.
Mm-hmm.
Having supers for EXO is really the biggest thing that speeds it up anyways, and it can save like several minutes. It looks like Cameron is muted, by the way.
Oh, I'm still here. I just didn't have much to say.
Okay.
I don't much to say either. I'm also on mute. We're just watching MetroidMaster finish up this seed. It's good practice.
Yep. You take all the practice you can get.
For sure. These final bosses are a lot of fun, but like the fact that they're so varied in the 3 different phases means that a lot of tricks that can be learned.
A lot of fun. I don't know if we'd call it that.
The joy of playing Metroid Prime still in my heart.
Nintendo GameCube.
For the Nintendo GameCube. I actually first played this game on the Wii Metroid Prime Trilogy version,
Oh, nice.
which
Oh,
did not have
same.
the tight controls. So learning all the weird like movement tricks for this randomizer was definitely a step in a different direction.
Yeah, I'm in the same boat as you. Started
that
out
game.
on the Wii.
Maybe someday we'll get a remaster.
Yeah, I was actually learning like how to speedrun on the Wii version before I ended up playing
Oh, wow.
on the GameCube. I never ended up actually doing it, but I was learning how to do it.
I assume the GameCube version is a lot easier not easier to speedrun necessarily, but faster.
Yeah, and I was really learning Echoes, and it's certainly easier for Echoes.
I see.
Yeah, the addition, just the fact that scan dashes exist, like, especially in Echoes, scan dashes replace a lot of really terrible out of bounds tricks that you have to do on the Wii. So it was not the easiest thing to try and pick up and learn starting from zero, but maybe I'll go back to it one day.
Really good Ridley fight from MetroidMaster here.
Yeah, that's been going great. Almost hit that snipe.
That snipe is so tough. I've never been able to hit it.
Yeah, it's so hard because you have to like manually aim. It doesn't let you just lock on, which she did. Ooh, just missed that cycle. Must have accidentally hit the morph button there.
Looks like we're done. Oh,
One more.
just barely.
That was a really close snipe as well. I wish you could. Oh, there we go.
Nice.
Yeah, invincibility glitch.
Nicely done from MetroidMaster.
Right, and that's Ridley. Yep, the worst room in the game again.
You got it.
It was a very good day in my life when I realized you can just ignore fission Metroids and not actually fight them.
I didn't realize you could power bomb them for a while until I actually started like doing the speed run.
Yeah, having to fight them the normal way is atrocious. It's a really cool concept for an enemy. They're just so tough. It takes so long.
Yeah, it's a cool concept. It just kind of sucks.
True. Like maybe if you didn't have to split them first and they just appeared in their one beam weak versions, it would be a little more tolerable.
Yeah, it makes you not want to kill them even more because you know when you kill one Metroid, it's gonna turn it into another one.
Right. Oh, good. I've doubled my problem.
Yeah.
Yeah, right before the race started, Schwartz, the mentor, showed me a couple of the recently found peaks for items, like the one in what's it called, Ruin Gallery, I think, in Chozo Ruins, where you shoot a missile at some mushrooms and it like distorts the background, which was very cool. And I was hoping, like, ooh, maybe I'll be able to use it this race. And then we found space jump and more vault and bombs immediately.
Yeah, of course. I feel like that always happens. Whenever you learn a new trick, like I always want to, I always want to do it immediately in my next seed I play, and then it just doesn't happen like 90% of the time. It's so frustrating.
It would be very cool if the randomizer had a setting that would like require the route to use a specific trick in a specific route or something.
That would actually be crazy. That would be super interesting as well. Yeah. Well, that would be cool,
Yeah. Of course, not complaining about the randomizer.
It's a good randomizer.
Just a very nice piece of software. And the fact that it continues to get updates to this day is wonderful.
Yeah, and it's still being worked on and still getting new features
Shout out to
and such.
Randomizer.
Yep. Yeah, maybe the biggest thing we still need is room rando. I can only imagine what racing that is gonna end up being like.
Yeah, it sounds like absolute chaos.
Oh, but it'll be so much fun. It's kind of like Dorando, I guess you could say, in a way.
With a sword.
Dorando's it's the closest thing we have to it.
Yeah. Like instead of randomizing the type of door, you just randomize the destination.
Yep. Yeah, we got a lot of stuff. Anyway, this Exo fight. Hopefully Exo cooperates in Subchamber 4 and we should be out of here pretty soon. This has been a fast Exo fight so far.
Yep.
Hopefully it continues.
My Exo is very hungry for power and wave shots for whatever reason.
Yeah, I feel like Subchamber 4 Exo loves to just choose 2 beams that it likes that day and just only do those beams in Subchamber 4.
Right, it gets in a mood.
MetroidMaster has gotten, I think, some of all 4 phases, though. Which is actually kind of rare for Subchamber 4.
I'm very excited to watch back this VOD, if only to catch the part where I fall into Gravity Chamber twice.
No.
Yeah, what happened?
I was like, I sure... like, so first, I obviously just went for power up and missed, and whatever. And I got out of there after some effort. The second time I was like, I'm gonna test my hubris one more time and go for it. And I'm not gonna fall in this time. And I get the power up, and I'm feeling very good about myself. But walked off the stand-up without jumping, which gave me, I forget the term.
Fall.
It gave me fall. It gave me syndrome.
Limited influence.
Yes, thank you.
Down.
I just vomited right back in there again. Thankfully, the first time was good practice, so it didn't take as long the second time. But it was very funny in the moment.
Yeah, it was. Thankfully, that was pretty quick getting out of there.
Yeah.
So
I practiced something similar, the same climb with Soaring Wyvern before the week 1 race, and my mentor this time around was able to help me out as well to remember which slopes needed to be jumped off of.
yeah, that's one I've struggled with on my own. Essence cooperating well so far. He's been wanting to stay close, and it's pretty far away from EXO as well, so if all goes to plan here, we won't get pool skipped. Ooh, those Metroids survived though, which could mess things up. Yeah, now I think Essence is right on top of that.
I think that's
Skeleton.
Those Metroids survived, which could mess things up, is like the plot of every single Metroid game.
Yeah. I think this will still be 4 pools though.
It's looking like it.
So we'll probably finish before. Yeah, we should definitely finish before 151. Yeah, here's our last pool, and then we're done. Right, and that is time.
Hooray! Get MetroidMaster in here.
Yeah, I should be joining shortly. Yep.
Oh boy,
MetroidMaster!
GG.
that was a seed. GG. Sub 2 hours for me, but an hour and a half for you, Cameron. What were the differences? I'm very curious to know. Other than
Early routing.
Yeah, early routing.
very early routing, I'm guessing.
Yeah, wow. So you obviously went and did all of Chozo, like, pretty much straight away. As soon as Cameron got bombs, we went and just got Varisuit and got Plasma, like, right away within, like, 15 minutes, basically. So we just got bombs, Vari, headed straight into Magmore. And so that let get the wave beam when we came back after doing early Fen.
Yeah, that would make a lot more sense, honestly. So, like, as soon as we got the plasma, and the funny thing is, like, we tried doing the trick to get in that plasma door like early, which
Yeah.
would have been a play had I not fallen into the ether, and that was on me for not waiting on him to like explain the full trick for me first, because I thought I knew it.
Wait, whoops.
Yeah, that's gotta be upsetting after failing the trick and then realizing that you could have gotten wave beam like 20 minutes sooner.
Yeah, exactly. And like as soon as we got the what was it? Yeah, actually no, it was our plasma beam like right before Fen. I was just like both Wyvern and I were like, Oh, no.
Please don't be Arbor Chamber.
Yeah, so that was definitely a time. So kind of on me, kind of just on a routing in general. I will say I felt a little proud deciding to route upper Phazon mines first because I had just ended up finding Phazon suit on the way. So I was like, oh, okay, so now we're good to go.
Right.
Yeah, the phase on suit placement was so nice.
It was really nice. So yeah, I probably would have been a little bit closer had I not failed that trick, and probably not had I spent the time that I did in Tower of Light trying to do a dash that I had just learned.
Got it.
So
Yeah, it's tricky. It's always rough having to do a trick for the first time in a race setting,
right.
and like the pressure's on.
And even then, Wyvern kind of gave me that, like, oh, you know, it would have been, they would have probably gone to check Tower of Light anyway, but I probably should have just peeked it, saw it was another E, and just left, like, sooner.
Yeah, a lot of the time that can be faster. Like if it's nothing, which Tower of Light has been nothing recently, a lot more than it used to be for sure.
I mean, in my practice seat, I had, like, an artifact on Tower of Light, so it's like,
Yeah.
might as well.
Definitely worth checking. And hey,
Oh,
2
absolutely.
meetings, not bad for either.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Like, I do like to prioritize having health. Especially with how my my exo fight went with having only 3 E-tanks left after that. But it seemed like Essence wanted to apologize to me for that with just giving me pool after pool after pool.
Yeah.
So, best exo fight, and I still think, honestly, getting that sub 2 hour, that might have been actually my fastest seed completion now.
Nice.
I'm not sure on that. I'll have to look, because I had like a fast one, either the first or second race, where I was just like, nah, I'm finishing this.
Very nice.
Well, GG, good, nice finish.
Yeah, thank you. Good games. And
Jeez.
hopefully, maybe I can have a better rematch in the bracket if it happens.
There you go.
Yeah,
I like the sportsmanship.
That's what we're all about.
All right. All right. Anything else you racers want to talk about before we get on out of here?
Not at the moment, other than just chilling my own. I'll probably be doing some Metroid Fusion practice later because I'm running that for a marathon in a couple weeks for Game Over Cancer, so that should be fun. And some Windjammers. I got to get some Windjammers in as well.
Nice.
Yep.
Cool, Cameron.
awesome. I have nothing to plug. But
Bro?
follow MetroidMaster.
Yay.
No, I got nothing.
Oh, and thank you to our 2 lovely commentators and our tracker as well for volunteering.
Yeah, thank y'all so much for the help, and then also big thanks to our mentors for helping us out as well.
Absolutely. Cool. All right. Well, for Bro Inc., for myself, WXFan21, for Op82, follow Cameron and MetroidMaster, !R to follow both of them, !C if you want to follow the commentary and tracking team. I can tell you myself what I am plugging. I am doing a bunch of NFL draft research and stuff, and I'll be doing a lot more mock drafts and breakdown of some of these players over on my stream. So, if you want, come check that out. And I'll also be learning some Ratchet and Clank speedrunning as well.
Ooh.
Ratchet and Clank. I think I'm going to probably start with either Going Commando, Up Your Arsenal, or A Crack in Time. I have yet to figure out which one I want to start speedrunning. But always loved those games. I'll be getting into some rack speedrunning. But for all of us at the Metroid Prime Randomizer community, we will see you next mission. Make sure you tune in tomorrow on the main SpeedGaming channel at 10 a.m. Eastern for Emogini versus Cloudwrath. And then Thursday night, 7:30 p.m. Eastern, it's The Hammer versus Luigi's Mansion. And then Friday is loaded. We get 3 games. We got The Spies versus Rinchan, Cestrion versus Bellokuni, and Soaring Wyvern versus Java. Ton of fun. We'll see you next mission. Peace.
Mm-hmm.
Have a good night.
Have a good night.